All righty. Welcome, everyone, to another episode. Stop it. Another episode of Our Parents' Basement, a wonderful podcast that'll make you always want to come down the chimney. I am so excited to be here, and I can tell my two co-hosts are excited to be here because they're dancing. I think the world is excited to be here with us on this Thursday night. So, yeah, obviously we got a new show for you. So let's get started. As you all know, I am Cashel. My real name is Philip. And tonight I'm joined by two jolly little elves. The first is Jason. Sometimes he goes by Turf. Turf, how's it going tonight?
How y'all doing? Doing well, man. Just happy to be here. Glad to be live on Our Parents' Basement one more time. Thank you, sir.
All right. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. And the and the other one, of course, is Mr. Nikon. Sometimes he goes by Charles. Charles, how are you tonight?
Doing okay. Just had my dinner. Very nutritious dinner I had. I had some White Castle.
Yep.
Since I live like 2 blocks away from one.
The dinner of champions.
Yep.
Nothing better.
I'm actually a little jealous because, you know, I've never had White Castle in my life.
For real?
Not once. Now, well, in our area, in the South, we have Crystals, which is the greasiest, most disgusting burger ever, but I love them.
Mm.
I'm a big Crystal fan, like the Crystal Chicks. You know, that's the chicken sandwiches. It's not like the girls at Crystals because
I thought it was like their mascot.
So it's not like these. It's not the girls who hang out at Crystals are like,
yeah,
buy me a cheeseburger, like big boy.
It's like the Hooters calendar, except for it's white trash.
Great.
They're missing teeth. Cankles are abound, and let's see. There's definitely a tit tat or two in the Crystal Chicks calendar.
Now, are they smoking cigarettes and are pregnant while holding a baby and talking on a cordless phone from the 80s?
No, there usually is either a like post pregnancy, but they're still wearing the maternity pants.
Oh yeah, well,
so
that I've heard.
Well, that's, they got a stretchy waistband, so there's usually that, and some occasionally are smoking. There's actually been some smoking cigars. There's occasionally some that are actually on crack rocks. So they're smoking crack pipes as they do the calendar. You know, you can't take a break.
Mm-mm.
You got to be dedicated to be a real crackhead. So
America, real, apparently, Crystal Chick.
We're not going to say that's America. We're going to say that's Arkansas.
State pride. Well,
actually, I don't even know if there's a Crystals in Arkansas. I think the one I go to is in Memphis. So Tennessee.
Yeah. Hey, I actually never been to Crystals. White Castle I've been to a few times when I was visiting Columbus, but Crystal never frequented one. I see them everywhere. I saw them everywhere in Atlanta. They're all over the damn place, but never been to one.
When Daddy's had a few too many, he likes to go to Crystals.
Yeah.
it's good. It's soaked like the extra bread from the rolls, you know.
Yeah.
The little buns, they soak it all up, and the greasy settles your stomach, and it's yeah.
Hey,
we'll go with White Castle.
Well, I am very happy that you two are here because, as you know, we are getting near a lot of people's favorite holiday of all time. Christmas is just around the corner, and we are all getting
like Christmas.
Everywhere I go.
Yeah. All right, sorry. Just
look at the 5 and 10. Anyways, yeah, Christmas is going to be here soon, and I'm pretty excited about it. What about you guys? You excited for Christmas? It's going to be here before you know it.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I can't sing a stinking lick. Yes, I know it. The comments below will show it.
Hey,
but I'm making this up as I go. All right, that's
nice.
good.
Hey, that was impromptu. Kudos, very nice. Yeah. So, Chair, if you're excited for Christmas, huh?
I love Christmas. It helps that I have a 7-year-old that gets really pumped for it. He's got it working on his lines for the Christmas program at school, and Christmas is a fun time around our house. So I'm really looking forward to it. We get to spend the Christmas with the little bit of the newly acquired extended family. You know, I got the lady across the street and her kids, and we all get together this year. I'm really excited for it.
Very nice. Very nice. How about you, Mr. Nikon? You looking forward to Christmas?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to spending time with Jenny's family and stuff. So that's what we do. She's got a huge family, so we all go do a Christmas Eve dinner, then the Christmas morning thing. So
Cool. Well, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it as well. Christmas used to be my favorite holiday. Now I think it's more like Halloween's my favorite holiday, but Christmas is still fun. I mean, I like to give presents. I like getting presents, and I just love all the Christmas lights, all the decorations, and everyone seems to be in a little bit of a better mood that I encounter. I know like a lot of times Christmas makes people crazy, like they get depressed because they're alone, or like people start driving like maniacs to get to the best deals at the Macy's or whatever. But yeah, people just seem to be in better spirits right now, at least where I am. So I'm excited about that, I gotta say. And when I think of Christmas, I think of me growing up as a little Cash. And oftentimes what we would do would write letters to that big fat fuck who wears lots of red and white, aka Santa Claus.
Oh.
So I thought, and so did Turf, and so did Mr. Nikon, we all thought it would be a fun idea to kind of take a step back in time and write letters to Santa tonight in our parents' basement. So we have all composed some letters to jolly old Saint Nick. We're going to share them with you, our beloved audience. And I'm excited about this because I'm sure these cool cats with me have some fun stuff to say. So let's get this started. Turf, you want to go first?
Well, actually, Charles, I'd like you to, Charles, you go ahead and take the floor. I'd like for you to go first, sir.
All right, Charles, you go first.
So my letter, Dear Santa, it's been a great year, and some stuff I would really like to get. I'd really like some Legos, like that fire station. I'd really like the fire station. I didn't get it last year. I don't care if it's discontinued. You better find that shit, please, Santa. I want that fire station. And, some Nintendo games would be nice, some cool ones. My grandma got me Star Voyager last year, and that is a pretty shitty game. I like that. It's like a nice game. Not like Jaws. I hear Back to the Future, the Nintendo game, may be pretty good, but I'm not sure about that. So, but if you can't give me that, how about, some Contra? That'll be fun. I haven't had that one yet. And what else would I want from you, Santa? If it's 1989, I like the Cubs to win the World Series, please, at some point in my life. that would be nice. And some more Mask toys. I love that toy series. Maybe Boulder Hill. That is pretty bad. You got this big fucking rock that roll down the hill, Santa, and crush shit. I would really like that.
God.
And most of all, Santa, I'd like to get a dog or a cat, or doesn't even have to be a cat or a dog. Could just be a bike. I'd be happy with a new bike, Santa. That's all I really need. Thank you, Santa.
Oh my God, that was great. So I got some questions about this. First of all, you never played Contra? I thought you had Contra.
I have Contra, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
going it's like 8-year-old, 9-year-old me.
Oh, you took a real stepping in time.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
8-year-old, you had a potty mouth.
Yeah. Big fucking boulder.
Learn it from watching you.
So wait. Okay. So this is 1989. So I was about to say the Cubs won the World Series. So you got your Christmas wish.
Yeah,
so
I got it now in 2016. Thanks, Santa, for
Yeah.
taking so fucking long to do it.
Okay.
Well, it took more than Christmas magic to get the Cubs to win.
Yes.
That was borderline act of God.
Yeah, it was like more than act of God. It's like act of
The universe.
of all the gods combined.
Yeah. All of Olympus was in on that one. For real. Okay. Well, I really enjoyed that. Did you get your bike or cat or dog?
I got some Mask toys back then,
The
definitely.
Mask toys? Okay.
Actually, I think I got this for Christmas in 1989.
For those who are listening to the audio only, he's holding up a really cool.
This is the Mask Sidewinder, I think, or whatever it is, or Stinger. I forget the name of this exactly. The little Mask minivan camper of the little jet plane that pops up.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
We really had the coolest toys in the late 80s.
yeah,
They really did.
And I'm looking at how much engineering is in this thing. There's 2 strings, 2 buttons, like to control all of the movements in it. It's like, there is a lot going on in these things.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I enjoyed that, Charles in Charge. That was a great letter to Santa. So, all right.
Go ahead, Cash. Let's hear yours.
Mine? Okay, I'll just let you go.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Let me get it pulled up here. Ahem. It starts.
Ooh.
Sorry. Dear Santa, it should go without saying that 2016 has been one of the shittiest years of all time. If 2016 was a person, I would strangle it with piano wire. If 2016 was a baby kitten, I would drop it into a barrel of formaldehyde and watch it drown. If 2016 was a fetus in its second trimester, I would perform a back alley abortion on it and not go to its funeral, even if it happened in Texas. 2016 took away Prince, Gene Wilder, David Bowie, and Florence Henderson, just to name a few. 2016 made my country the laughingstock of the universe. And yet, here I am, Santa, writing a letter to you because I know you won't let me down, due to the fact that I am still a fantastic, stunningly beautiful, and undeniably modest individual. Therefore, I am asking for a copy of Burning Rangers for the Sega Saturn for Christmas. It better be complete. 2016 has left an emotional scar on my supple and taut body. There isn't enough mascara in the world to cover this blemish, but a complete copy of Burning Rangers for the Sega Saturn is a good start. Honorable mentions include some import titles that you have never heard of, the entire collection of the Dot Hack games, and maybe some money towards my favorite game stores. I also want a pony. Love always, Philip, a.k.a. Cashel.
Wow, that got dark.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Back alley abortions.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Kittens and formaldehyde.
man, a coat hanger abortion.
Mine looks
Still
like
recovering from
mine sounds like
2016.
I'm a saint, of all my potty mouth. Jeez.
Yeah, but I didn't drop any F-bombs, to be fair, I
You
guess.
sadistic little fuck.
Oh, you know you love it.
All right.
Nothing says Christmas like a back alley abortion.
That's a t-shirt.
So I'm not asking for much, though. Burning Rangers is like Panzer Dragoon Saga pricing right now, so I doubt I'll get it anytime soon. But yeah, something to look forward to, I guess.
All right. I hope you get that because
Thank you. I deserve it.
2016 was it was rough on the world. But the world keeps turning.
Yep, we'll press on. Like the nails. All right, Turf, how about you? What you got for Santa?
Well, I sat down and wrote a small letter to old Saint Nick. Wanted to share with him what I was hoping to get this year.
All right.
And it reads,
I love the stuff.
Dear Santa, hey there again, you jolly old fellow. It's been another year. Another trip around the sun. I've been very, very good. I've eaten my vegetables. I've brushed my teeth. I've even cleaned my room. I've heard rumors that you reward those good boys and girls with presents. Well, guess what, big guy? I'm that good boy. Bring on the presents. Now, the list of things that I want is pretty long, so I'm going to start with the things that I do not want. Number 1, a pony. Because you have to feed it. It has to have somewhere to live. And yeah, I just don't want a pony. I'm not ready for that responsibility, Santa. Number 2, cancer. Because it's cancer.
God.
Number 3, a PS1. Early Force 3D graphics are just too much for me to handle. I'll just leave that one alone, Santa. Let's just skip that generation. Number 4, naked pictures of B. Arthur. Go back and see number 2. And number 5,
Great.
something I do not want, Santa, is a crippling gambling addiction, because that's just a sad thing to see. Now, you glorious rotund red sack of fun, it's time to talk about what I would like for you to leave under the tree. Final Fantasy 2 for the Super NES. Or Final Fantasy 4, I guess, if you want to be a dick about it. I'd like for you to leave a Mr. Gimmick Repro for the NES. I'd like to have the original, but it's hard to find even in PAL regions. Euphoria, the saga for the NES. It's a PAL game that we never got here. Or any other PAL games that I don't have. Those would be great to have for the NES. Or some Famicom games, maybe YY World or Star Wars for the Famicom. Those both look fun. Or a Super Famicom game like Parodius Da. Oh, I would love to have all the Virtual Boy games. Just any you can find. Or if you just want to bring me a Sega Genesis game, let's make it Mutant League Hockey. And don't forget the case. No, I don't think that's too unreasonable, Santa. It's not like I asked for stadium events. I want stadium events. Just as I did last year, I'll leave you some beer nuts because everyone knows how much you love nuts. I may even leave a little whiskey, Papa Christmas, because we know you want to get turned, and the reindeer are driving anyways. Love, Jason.
Oh, I love that. That was great. So I got some questions for you. All right, let's break it down. So what is turnt?
Turn.
Oh, you don't know about getting turned up, son?
No.
You got. Oh man, if the party's gonna be lit, you got to get turned.
Ah, okay.
And you got to be
You
on.
need to imbibe in the alcohol. You need to get your mind chemically changed through one form of drug or another, and just have a good time.
Turnt.
So,
okay.
we're gonna get turned.
Then you be on Fleek,
Fleek.
whatever.
I don't think anybody says Fleek anymore.
They
I think
do
that one passed.
In Fuller House, they still say that, but
They say Fleek in Fuller House.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that means it's
Cameron
over.
says on fleek, woo. So,
well, Cameron, she's a parent, so she could be out of date with
That's
terminology.
It was like when when everybody started using bling, like when 60-year-old women started using the word bling. That was like a 2002 rap thing. So when it turned
kind of like a YOLO thing.
No, YOLO makes me want to strangle you with piano wire.
I saw a kid wearing a YOLO hat today when I got off DL. I'm like, really?
Well, it's your duty as an American to kick his ass.
People still say it. That's what I'm. That's what
it was some high school kid. I'm like, I can't do that to a high school kid. They don't know better yet.
Yeah.
They should. They're more tuned in. They have their finger on the pulse more than we do. I think. Hell, we got a show talking about 30-year-old video games. We can't be too far, or can't exactly be hip. So I would think that YOLO kid may know more about it, but I just YOLO. No.
NOLO.
That's a no-go. NOLO. But all right. So Turf, you're still looking for stadium events. Subtext in there.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought you had Mutant League Hockey already for the Genesis. I thought that was part of
No, it was a Retropalooza, and I didn't buy it. I wanted to, and I asked the dude about it, and he wouldn't come down. And then I finally decided I was going to go pay $50 for it because that was a really good price, and because it's like a $90 game. And but I'm cheap, and I was like, hey, I'll give you like 30. But anyways, I'll let it slip and let it go by. So I'm still looking for that one. I've got Mutant League football, but not hockey.
All right. Very nice. Well, these were great lists, and back in I don't know about you guys, but back in the day, we would have the letters, and we would have then following the letters, we would have a list of things we want, and usually in descending order. So I'm wondering if you guys did that as well. Like you wrote your letter to Santa, of course. Then you had a list of stuff you wanted. Is that what you guys did?
Yeah.
Kinda. It was for this one, yeah, the number one thing I'm probably going to buy next is Final Fantasy 2 if I can just find it for a good price.
On the Super NES?
Yeah, for the Super Nintendo, just because I don't have it. And I played it back in the day. My brother ended up with our copy, so there's that. So okay. I kind of did, and I kind of just, as I thought of stuff, I'm like, oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. It's kind of like, it was like going through the Sears wish book. You remember that? Surely I'm not the only person. That
Or the Toys R Us one.
Toys R Us, definitely. And KB, yeah. Definitely.
Well, Sears always sent that great big, massive,
Catalog.
the big girthy one. And the back half of it was toys. So you got to go through there and like circle the stuff you want. And it was like overpriced Nintendo games. Like they had 4 games in there. And you're like, yeah, I don't want Back to the Future. I don't want Jaws. Let's just skip all those. Well, I want this one, this one, and this one that aren't in this book. But you got to go in there and you like the obscure like science projects and stuff were in there, and then the whatever, I don't know, just they had like the educational toys in there. I always circled a bunch of those, even though I never got them.
Yeah,
which it shows because I'm 2 steps above drooling on myself.
What about you, Mr. Nikon? Would you do something like that too when you made your Christmas list back in the day?
Yeah, I just give it to my parents, and back then my parents, they would call Santa Claus. They had Santa's number.
Speed dial.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's cool.
That's it. Yeah. So what I put on.
We would type out our lists. I'm not sure if I would go through like a actual toy catalog, but whenever I would run errands with my folks, we would always swing by a mall or Toys R Us to buy for other people, and that's where I would do my my pinpointing and what I want to get, make mental notes and get home, write it down, and that's how I composed my long list of stuff I wanted. And I was a pretty good kid growing up, and most of the time I got what I asked for. So I thought it would be fun to discuss on Our Parents' Basement some of our favorite past Christmas gifts of yesteryear.
Okay.
One thing that comes to my mind to kind of start this whole thing off is the year that we got a Sony PlayStation for Christmas. Oh man, I was so stoked. And my parents did the whole like, well, that's all the presents you got. Wait a minute. What's that over there underneath the couch kind of sticking out? It was wrapped in this nice shiny red wrapping paper. Tore that mother effer open, and yep, PlayStation. And even better, on top of in the packaging, there were some games. I got Breath of Fire 3. My brother got Final Fantasy 7. There were memory cards. There were the strategy guides for the games. Oh, seriously, like one of the best Christmases ever. I'll never forget that. So, what about? I want to hear about from one of you two though. Like, what are some of your favorite Christmas gifts from the past?
Like one was I got the Super Nintendo with Donkey Kong Country and Super Star Wars.
Damn, nice gift.
And I remember when I was real little, I got a little pedal car. It was Kit. And
did you really? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was plastic. Before the basement here was finished, I drove it all around the basement, up and down the street. I crashed into the walls down here so many times. These like freaking cinder block walls.
I hear parents now, Charles, stop that.
I love that thing.
I don't know if it was a Christmas gift, but you had the Kit pedal car. I had the Dukes of Hazzard big wheel. Did anybody else have a big wheel?
I never had a big wheel.
Never got a big wheel. I was so pissed.
I had one. It had the Confederate flag on the handlebars, and it was orange, and it had a handbrake. So I'd get pedaling on this thing really big, and then one thing I remember, I lived in town at the time. I didn't live up in the sticks where my parents live now, but there was a gravel piece that the water company had come through and laid new water lines, and the driveway was concrete, and then there was probably an 8-foot spot that was gravel now. So I'd get pedaling really good, and I'd hit that gravel and then hit the handbrake, and I could slide around on my big wheel. I was the coolest kid ever in my own mind.
I always wanted the Knight Rider big wheel because it talked.
Oh, it talked?
Yeah, you push a button and it would have William Daniels would go, Michael, what are you doing? Mr. Matthews.
That's awesome.
Man, I never got a big wheel. I feel deprived. I never got one. I got a skateboard one year, and it wasn't even a legit skateboard. It was my first skateboard, from Fisher Price or something like that. You couldn't even turn on it. It was yellow. It had a pink dinosaur on it. I mean, it's just stupidest thing ever.
It would have been probably about 1990, 1991 maybe. My parents I wanted a skateboard for Christmas. I got a Bart Simpson skateboard, and I wish I still had it. Because it was on the bottom. It said it had Bart leaning up on a skateboard and had the bubble coming out of it. The talk bubble. It said "Cool your jets." And that was the coolest thing ever. I never could skateboard. Couldn't do it.
No.
Same here.
It's a wonder I didn't break my neck on it. But I did have one for a little while.
I think it was like 1995 or 96. That's when skateboarding was like the shit. That's when anyone was skateboarding, wearing their Airwalks and their Vans and trying to do an ollie or a kickflip. I could never do it though.
I couldn't either. I could ollie a little bit, but that was about it. I couldn't do anything else.
Yep.
I could do the nose break. You just fall off and
I could do the arm break. Yeah.
Do the wipe out, the mess up.
Yeah, I got some nasty road rash on a skateboard once I was a kid. I just lean on my stomach, push it around on the ground, and there's a big crack in the cement, and physics took over, stopped the skateboard, and me on the skateboard kept on going. So I had a big scrape up my stomach, up on my face.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like 7 or 8, so I cried. It hurt.
Aw.
All right, gentlemen, I've got a treat for you. We're going to talk about Christmas presents of the past. We're talking about that big one.
Let's hear it.
This is my Christmas. Santa had a big stage in 1987. So we're going to go ahead and hit the old screen share button. I'm going to let y'all look at this. So if you're actually watching this on YouTube, you can hopefully see it. Can y'all see it?
I just see myself.
I see a lot of me.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's whoa, what have we done?
What did you
do? Stop sharing. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, remember I said about not being very smart. All right, let's try this again. There we go. There's the screen share.
All right.
This is mine and my sister's
set
up from 1987. This is I got this picture from my mom. That the right side of the Get in Shape girl and the scooter and all that's my sister's. The left side is my scooter. I got a globe. I got a soccer ball, and you can see down front. I don't know if I'm able to zoom. Yeah, but I am able to zoom. Maybe.
You got the NES Deluxe set. Nice.
That is the NES Deluxe set. And on top of it's Hogan's Alley.
And Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers. And I don't know what this right here is, but
it's like wrapping.
Candy?
Maybe candy or something. I don't know. And I couldn't figure out what this guy back here was.
G.I. Joe? Like an action figure?
Yeah, it looks like an action figure, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
So,
that
was Christmas. What Santa brought me in 1987, and it's you notice the lovely orange shag carpet. That was great.
Job, turkey.
Why I asked for a globe, I don't know, but I did.
And what did your sister? It's a spelling something.
Yeah, well, let's zoom in on her.
She got a Cabbage Patch Kid.
She got a doll carrier for her. She got some like press on nails. Looks like
spelling starter.
We got some kind of
spelling starter. Looks like
spelling starter. I don't know what that is. We got Get in Shape girl. That's so super 80s. I think that maybe like a spirograph right back there.
Oh, spirographs! I can never figure those damn things out. Hate those.
There's some kind of something maker.
Coffee maker, portable copper maker. I don't know.
It's coffee maker. I bet that's what it is. But it's like a play kitchen or something. Because she got food over here. Got a Fisher Price food set.
She got a lot more stuff than you.
Yeah.
But I got the boss's gift ever, dude. Look at that. That's the NES Deluxe set.
So wait,
that's what started.
It came with Rob, the robot.
It came with Rob. It came with a Zapper. It came with Duck Hunt.
And Gyromite.
And Gyromite. Yeah. And I still have the Duck Hunt. Still have the Gyromite. I can still have the same Rob with all the parts. The only thing I have the NES. I just don't have the box. That's on my list of things to get. Is the
box.
Is the box for my deluxe set. I wish I would have kept it, man. That's a kick in the pants, but it is what it is. So there y'all go. That was probably that Christmas. Like no joke, as cheesy and cliche as it sounds, that changed my life, dude. That was when the whole NES addiction, I guess maybe the obsession started.
Mm-hmm.
I went on, and then by the time the NES run ended, I probably had about 40 games because any extra money I had went to a new game. For Christmas, I asked for new games. For my birthday, I asked for new games. It was just, that was what I wanted. So this is where it all started in 1987 with the deluxe set right there.
So that was your first time just touching the Nintendo. That was what set the whole thing off.
Well, the first time I touched it, No, the first time I played a Nintendo, my cousins got one the summer. One of them got it for their birthday the summer before that, and I played it at their house. I was like, "Oh, this is awesome! This is." I'd had an Atari. My parents had bought an Atari years ago, but I played that. I remember playing Mario Brothers, and they were the first thing I remember seeing was one of the Bowser's castles. And I was like, man, this is awesome. You're running, you're jumping, there's fire. This is the coolest thing ever. And I got to play it a little bit, and it was cool. So that was the one thing I had to have that Christmas.
Very nice. You got a haul. Like, just the Nintendo alone would have been fine, but you got some other goodies thrown in there, some games. That's badass.
Yeah, that scooter.
Yeah.
That thing almost killed me. My grandma lived on, or grandparents lived out on some back roads, and in front of their house they had a great big steep hill. Mm-hmm. Well, me and my cousins, we were getting out there and we were bombing that hill on these scooters, and because they had some and I had mine, and you're just going down as fast as you can, fearless, because you're 6 or 7.
Yeah, invincible.
Yeah, you're 6. You're invincible. So, anyways, we're bombing this hill, and I'm like doing bunny hops on this scooter going down this hill. It felt like I was doing 90, but in reality I was probably doing like 15. The front wheel fell off.
Oh shit.
So the forks hit the ground, and I go tumbling face first down the gravel road. And of course my cousins, one of them checks on me, the rest of them scatter. And luckily I didn't break anything. I was just skin up real good, and it was a miracle. But that's what I remember about that scooter. I had forgotten that I'd got it the same Christmas that I got the NES.
Yeah.
Yeah. I called my mom the other day and said, hey, because she keeps all of her pictures meticulously organized. She can go to an album and find you exactly. Find the Christmas that I got my Nintendo. And of course, here about, that evening after she got back from work or got home from work, she went through and found it and said, here you go. And there it is.
Very nice. Yeah. I never got like a big scooter or a bicycle for Christmas. Those were always reserved for the birthdays. So because it was so cold that you wouldn't really get to enjoy it, because I grew up in Ohio. So yeah, I don't know I still don't. I question to this day why I got a skateboard that one time. That was bizarre. We did get a whole ping pong table for one Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
That was fun. Like, we finished unwrapping the presents, and then my parents said, "Oh yeah, you should go down the basement real quick. I think there's something else down there." So we go downstairs, and we see the whole giant ping pong table, and we're like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" I mean, I didn't play much of it because I was too busy playing my video games, but knowing that it was there was a nice thought. And yeah, one year we got like a foosball table, and one year we got like the giant trampoline, those big old backyard ones. I'm not sure why.
Yeah,
the winter time we got that, but yeah, lots of outdoorsy stuff. I think my parents were trying to get me outside more because I play too many video games.
I'm trying to remember what other games did I got. I think I got Mega Man 2 for Christmas one year.
Good one.
I
Such
got
a good one. God.
Captain Power on his charging station for Christmas one year.
Captain Power. What's
Captain
that?
Power was awesome.
Yeah.
It was the airplanes that it had VHS tapes,
Mm-hmm.
and you could shoot at the screen at the TV. It was like an interactive videotape. And I say interactive, and you had the gun that you had was an airplane, and the bullets and stuff were flying at the screen. And if you got hit 3 times, or whatever, your guy would come flying out of the little action figure, would come flying out of the cockpit of your gun. It was cool.
That's
cool. I only had the Captain Power guy. I didn't have any of the videotapes or anything else. I just had him.
I had Captain Power, and I had a couple of the action figures, and then I had 2 videotapes, and I think we got some bootleg videotapes somewhere. I don't even know where they came from.
And
That's awesome.
And I think if someone else had the toys, you could actually fight each other with the toys too.
Yeah, you could.
I don't remember that show, Captain Power.
Well, it wasn't as much. It wasn't really a show. It was just the videotapes were made for the toys.
Yeah,
gotcha.
And
gotcha.
It never came on TV. Actually, the video store that I used to go to, you could rent them. So that was kind of odd. But you could rent Captain Power. They had 2 or 3 of them.
Sweet. Well, I gotta ask then this. I mean, we sounds like we all got some really great gifts in the past, but did you ever have that one Christmas where it seemed like you got absolutely nothing you asked for? Let me give you an example. The year before we got the PlayStation extravaganza, that was probably like my worst Christmas because I got nothing I asked for. I got no video games. Like, let's see, I got highlighters, like pen, like marker highlighters. I mean, yeah, they were pink, so they were pretty, but still, that's what you buy on your first back to school day. So I got fucking highlighters. I got a globe, which I never was going to use. I got a racquetball racket. I didn't play racquetball. I played tennis. So yeah, thanks for that.
I feel so fat.
And I got tennis. But I did get tennis balls. So it's like someone missed the memo there. But then okay, I thought, okay, this is awful, but there's still some silver lining. We had plans to have some relatives come over, and one of the relatives coming over was my godmother. So my godmother comes over. She said, "Here's your present, honey," and it's books, fucking books. I mean, no video games, I got no action figures, I got no music. I was like, this is awful. It's like Santa took a giant shit on me or something like that. Like, what did I do to deserve this? So did you guys ever have Christmas like that?
Not really.
Jealous.
Not that I could think of. I always, loosely got stuff that I wanted. But nothing. Of course, some people give you towels that are embroidered with your name on it. Back then, you're like, this is stupid. And now,
hey, I could use those.
These are pretty cool. I like these towels now. They got my name on them, man.
Socks, I'll take them.
Yeah, exactly. My mom, God love her, every year, as long as I can remember, I get socks and underwear every year.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, I'm grown. I have a pretty decent job. I can go buy socks and underwear anytime I want. But no, she insists. It's like her thing.
Hey, less laundry you have to do then.
Does she still buy you video games now? Every now and then?
Yeah. I mean, y'all met my brother. We still put toys on our Christmas list, and we still get a handful of things for Christmas for mom and dad. So it's something. We get to be children for a little bit. Now, mostly, most of it goes towards like Isaac. It's about him opening stuff and everybody oohing and on over his stuff. But
yeah, got to ask you then about this. Like, so you have a little one. Is Christmas more fun for you now than it was when you were a kid? Because you get to see your little one kind of had the same reaction you did when you were growing up.
It's different. Christmas when you're a kid, nothing can top that. That's nothing will excite me anymore as with the day that I got that Nintendo. Because that was a game changer. It changed my life.
Yeah.
And when you're 7 years old or 6 years old, you don't have a whole lot of experiences anyways. So just a little thing can be the most amazing thing ever. Now, when you're adult and you get to see, like I get to see my kid open up stuff and he gets excited, or when he sees what Santa brought him and he's like, holy cow, of course I video it every year, and it's really exciting. To know that you can make somebody else that, this, like I said, sounds cheesy and it sounds kind of cliche, yeah, but to know that you can make somebody else that happy is something pretty special.
Aw, cute.
No,
I bet his reaction is just worth it alone.
Oh yeah, with that, yeah. Just no matter what, because you spend too much on Christmas. I do. Everybody, I go overboard. I shouldn't, but I do. The kid's kind of spoiled.
Kid, you want to spoil a little bit.
And it's worth it. It's worth every dime you put into it just to see how excited he gets for that stuff. And it's as you get older, it's less about getting stuff. Like, I don't care if anybody gets me anything. It's cool. I like getting stuff. It's fun. Who doesn't? But if nobody gets me anything, it's not that big a deal because I'm an adult. I can go buy whatever I want.
Sure.
There's not anything that anybody else is going to get me that I couldn't go get myself.
Yeah.
But what I get out of him opening his presents, him being excited for Christmas morning, or we go to church on Christmas Eve, and then he falls asleep on the way home. This has been the same thing for the last 7 years. He'll fall asleep on the way home, and then I'll put him in bed. He doesn't ever, so I don't ever have to fight with him to go to sleep Christmas Eve. And then
Nice. Oh, you have the kid.
Yeah.
You have kid of the year.
Well, he falls asleep in the car because church lasts till like 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So then I get home, and then we get up the next morning. It might be 4 in the morning when you got to get up, but you can get up and Santa and open presents and the world. There's no better feeling in the world.
I love that. That is awesome.
Now, I got a question for you guys.
What's that?
Well, when you knew that there was not really Santa, it's your parents putting gifts out. Do you guys ever search around the house and see where things may be hidden, to see what you might or might not be getting for Christmas?
Yeah. Remember the
Of course
bar
I did.
system we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
That was how I figured out 100% for sure that the big Christmas secret. I found that out, and then it showed up Christmas morning, and like, oh really? So I was 7 or 8, and I don't remember what it was, and
Yeah.
it was late 80s. I figured it out. I was like, I had my suspicions, but then that confirmed the big Christmas secret. So
Yeah. Well, with us, we would my parents would figure out that we were kind of snooping around the house and trying to look in storage and under in their room, which we weren't allowed in any way in the first place. So eventually they started hiding stuff at my dad's work. But we would also oftentimes go visit my dad at his work, and when you see a big stack of boxes kind of sticking out in one of the offices or in one of the conference rooms,
Like,
what's this? This sounds like a video game, action figure maybe. All right. So yeah, they were always wrapped. We never the surprises were never completely spoiled, but usually with enough experience, you can tell just by the shape of the box what you're gonna get.
yeah. Yeah, I remember when, snooping around, I found that, my parents got me Risk, which is a game, I said I wanted to get. So
Yeah.
and a few other things, but that's the only thing I remember I found that they had hiding on me.
Like you knew it was Risk, but it wasn't because it wasn't wrapped.
It wasn't wrapped.
Oh, then yeah. Hey, what's this? Yeah.
I know how to look through stuff and put it back exactly how I found it. So it looks like it wasn't moved. So
I'll tell y'all a funny story. This has been passed on to me by somebody else.
Yeah.
A lady that I know. When she was a kid, she got a ukulele for Christmas one year, and
For real.
her mom had bought her a ukulele, and it was put up. Well, her and her friend would unwrap it and play with it whenever they were home alone. Christmas morning, they open it up, or she opens it up and like, oh wow, act surprised, and then can play a song on it. So that's one of the best stories about snooping and stuff like that I've ever heard.
Parents like, oh my God, she's a prodigy on it.
Like, how
could you do that?
Hold on. But yeah, she could play a song on her ukulele the first morning. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, I did my fair share of snooping. I don't know. My parents they brightened up to it and would hide stuff at other people's houses. Good
idea.
Like my aunt and uncle and stuff like that. So I had an aunt and uncle that grew up. I say they were my neighbors. They lived about a quarter mile away. When we were growing up, and they always they would hide stuff at their house, so we couldn't be snooping for it too hard.
Okay.
That whole ukulele thing, I'm still kind of on that. I know that's 5 minutes ago, but I think that's pretty funny.
That's really funny. Did you hear the lady
for that for Christmas? Like, hey mom, I want a ukulele. She legit.
Well, yeah, this was probably in the 60s. This is a lady that she's, of course, I guess she's in her 60s now.
Yeah,
but, was telling me that story. So yeah, it would have been the 60s or 70s whenever she did that. So a ukulele was a legit present, I guess.
Okay, I was about to say you didn't ask for Pokemon cards or
No.
There's no Pokemon in the 60s.
And to hear her tell that story I can't do it justice.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I can't think of any times I really spoiled a surprise because, like I said, my parents were crafty. Everything was always wrapped. We would see boxes, but they weren't. Nothing was ever exposed. So I mean, there was a time during my birthday where I found out what it was, but that's an entirely different story because That's birthday time. That's not Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents, of course, it's been years ago. They had a waterbed, and it was like the platform thing, and it had doors that you could store stuff underneath it. I found out that that's where they like to hide their stuff because nobody's going to go look under their bed, and I found plenty of stuff in there. And then, of course, me being the oldest of the three, I would find stuff and not really. Of course, I didn't let the other two in on it because I was mature.
You're mature.
I need to let them have the kids have their surprise. But I snooped everywhere, tops of closets, and yeah, I was good at it too. So
who wouldn't though? I mean, when you're a kid, you want to know what you're getting, and curiosity is a powerful thing.
Curiosity, yeah, it'll make you do weird stuff. So
it's always that thing that, did my parents get this for me or did you get it for someone else we know in the family?
Yeah.
Well, Charles, you're an only child, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got cousins or other.
Oh yeah.
So
Gotcha.
That's what. Well, I mean, like now I've got, as long as the boy's not listening, I've got the advantage of like Angie lives across the street, so I had stuff at the lady's house, and he doesn't ever. The lady, and he won't do any snooping over there. Now, if I left him to his own devices here, he would probably. He would search things out unless I can still put stuff in the garage, and because there's totes stacked up in the garage. If I put it about 2 totes deep, he wouldn't think to look for it. So I can outcraft him.
I would do that. That's what I was that crafty. I would think, okay, how far back? Where would it be hiding? Where would I hide it? That's what I would think when I was a kid.
Jeez, you were dedicated to finding these gifts. Like,
yeah,
I would give up after a while. So.
Well, guys, what's some of y'all another like favorite present that y'all got over the years?
Anything Legos for me.
Legos, yeah.
I got the big kitty litter tubs full, 3 of those full of all Legos.
Awesome.
Jeez, it's a lot of
Legos. Remember the what were they, Technics? And what they call them? They had like the gears and stuff.
Yeah.
One year I got it was like the first year that those came out, or I think it was, or maybe it was the first time they made a resurgence or whatever, and been in the probably 89, 90, something like that.
Yeah, those are cool.
I got some of those, and I was trying to build. Of course, I wasn't smart enough to do it, but I would try to follow the instructions and make things with gears and stuff like that. But it was too complicated for me, so I ended up making just like robots. Their shoulders look like gears and stuff like that.
Technics. Is that before? When was that? I never heard of this before.
Those are the bricks that all had the holes in the side of them.
And you could
had pins, so you could put stuff and move it around anyway.
I'll look it up later. I'm sure I've seen it.
You've seen it. Yeah, it was like a little, like Lego made them. There was like a offshoot, I guess, of Legos.
Yeah, they had a pneumatic set too of an air piston and little hydraulic like pistons. They had a motorized one.
Sounds complicated.
I got an erector set one year.
That's what she said.
You.
No, not an erection set. Come on.
Oh.
But I guess I don't know where my parents found an erector set. They must have made a resurgence because that was like for something from the 60s or so. It had like real screws and nuts and stuff like that, and you put little metal bars together, and it had an electric motor. It was I never could get anything to work because you had to actually wire the switch to the electric motor, which was weird. And it took D-cell batteries.
Was that what kind of got you on the engineering track?
Well, I always like to take stuff apart, try to see how stuff worked, try to build stuff. I've always been that kid. I love Legos and I love stuff like that. So yeah, the engineering, it really didn't like point me to that direction. It was just kind of a symptom of me wanting to try to build things. Gotcha.
One other present that comes to my mind immediately is obviously before the PlayStation, there was a Super Nintendo, and we got that for Christmas one year. And along with it, we got some games. I can't recall the games off the top of my head, but the fact that we finally had a Super Nintendo. Oh, duh. No, yes, I do. Idiot Philip. Mega Man X was one of them. That's what kind of like, yeah, I mean, I was already a Mega Man fan, but what little I played of Mega Man X, I was like, I have to have this game. And to get it for Christmas, that just made my year. Such a good game and got me hooked to the X franchise. And yeah, so that was a good one. But when it comes to non-video games, I'm trying to think. Like,
I know one of the presents that I got, and this is a video game one.
Yeah.
1988. One of the hard things to find, which course, I guess you can see it now. Nintendo's always done this with they make like not really an artificial scarcity, but they don't want to overproduce stuff. They try to they try to sell everything that they make. So, but in 1988, Super Mario Brothers 2 was like that, and I really wanted it, and I didn't. Opened all my open presents and stuff, and I didn't get it. And I was a little disappointed. I was like, man, I really, I didn't know that it was hard to find. But anyways, so my parents always did the stocking thing too. So settle up the stocking, it'd be like candy and little stuff in there. Well, I'll be darned, my cousin, she was there Christmas morning with us, and she was digging through her stocking. She got Super Mario Brothers 2. I was like, no way. So of course, then immediately, instead of like digging through my stocking, I turned it upside down. I'm shaking, and lo and behold, down in the toe of my sock was my Super Mario Brothers 2.
Nice.
That was a cool thing that they.
It must be a big stocking though.
Well, it's one of those Christmas stockings,
Okay.
Like
Hold on.
I always had Hot Wheels in mine.
Yeah, I mean that's usually what we got is Hot Wheels and socks.
Yeah, we got like candy
and silly stuff.
Yeah, maybe like
Nuts.
Crayons and colored pencils, like fun art supplies, things like that.
Hey, I always
Yeah.
like getting
Gift cards.
crayons. I always like getting crayons.
Yeah, crayons smell good. I don't care what anyone says. Crayons still smell good.
And they taste okay too.
We'll talk later. But yes. All right, my friends. I think it's starting to become that time where we have to start saying our fond farewells. But we have some announcements to make before we do so. Next week, we'll have a show. But prior to that, on Tuesday, the
13th.
Thank you, the 13th, we're going to be joining some friends from another great podcast called Retro Reload for some Christmas VG Collect Secret Santa fun. I'm excited about that, so stay tuned for that. But we'll have more announcements for that and other cool things on our website and things like that. For those who are not watching, Mr. Nikon is holding up his present. He already got that in the mail. Taking it around.
From someone, I don't know who sent it to me.
I don't know. It'll forever be a mystery until you open that box up.
Yeah, that's Tuesday night at it'll be 10:30 our time, or Central Time. So 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 on the West Coast, and if it's Central and awesome.
What about Mountain Time?
10:30 Mountain Time. It'll be at 9:30. So there.
Is anyone in Mountain Time in that side?
Pugmire.
Okay. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's
a dandy. I love that guy. I just want to hug him. He's so huggable.
He does look huggable. I was about to say he actually looks huggable. So I'm like, all right, we're on the same wavelength
doesn't
here.
he just look like the kind of guy that's like, bro, bring it in. Bring it in for the little thing.
He looks like the type of guy who, like, if someone's being mean to you, he would step in and like just punch that guy out who's being mean to you. Like he's like like a protector.
Or be like, dude, chill.
Yeah.
No need for that.
So,
maybe he wouldn't be so violent, but
let's chill.
And then he would hug you.
Then he would hug you.
And he'd hug the guy who's picking on you too. Come on, let's be friends here.
So, anyway, we'll be joining Jeremy and Dash and or Fighter Pilot, whatever he goes by on the show, and Dash and T Pugmire on Retro Reload for our unwrapping of our Secret Santa gifts from VGCollect.com.
And hopefully
that's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that.
Did you guys
I haven't got my gift yet. Turf, did you get yours?
Not yet. Still waiting on it.
All right. Well, even if we don't get ours, I'm still excited to join in on the fun. So
I'll tell you what, if I don't get my gift, I'm just going to unwrap myself, and that'll be a gift to you.
Ooh, that's a gift of life.
All right, guys. Well, if you like this podcast and you'd like to see some more of this glorious train wreck, you can always find us on YouTube at or go to YouTube and Our Parents Basement Podcast or OPB Podcast or whatever. You can find us on ourparentsbasement.com. We have episodes there. What people seem to really enjoy, what I really enjoy, is the audio only version of this podcast. You can take it with you on the go, put it in your iPod, put it on your iPhone. Does anybody have an iPod anymore?
I don't know.
I had a Shuffle, but it broke. So nope, I don't.
Well, the boy has an iPod Touch because he wanted an iPhone, and
Yeah.
I'm not getting a 7-year-old a phone, so I got him an iPod Touch. Anyways,
Sorry,
so
buddy.
you can put it on your iPod, your iPhone, your Android device. You can stream it on your Apple TV. You can listen to it on Google Play. So iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Tuned In, maybe something else. So
We're all
did I
over
say
the
SoundCloud?
place.
Yeah, we're everywhere. If you want a
Yeah.
podcast, you can find us. So there's that. We'd like for y'all to interact with us. Leave a comment down below of this. You can tell me how horrible my singing is. You can tell me that it's glorious. You like the new words I make to White Christmas. Go ahead and put that in there. Tell Casually sexy. Because, I mean, not only is he sexy, but the guy can use a pat on the back every now and then.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, Turf.
You think my Santa letter was dumb?
No, your Santa letter was sweet. Don't sell yourself
That was
short,
darling.
You could, but Twitter at OPB Podcast, Facebook.com/OPB Podcast, Instagram at OPB Podcast. You kind of get the hint. We like the OPB Podcast. If you're old and you just want to send an email, opbpodcast@gmail.com. All those ways are good ways to get a hold of us. Please do so. Interact with us. Say what's up. And there you go.
Yes. Well done, Turf. Well done. Thank you for, as always, doing the awesome closing that you do. Well, everyone, this was lots of fun, as usual. And we'll have another Christmas... Stop it. Another Christmas-themed episode coming. Okay, I'm laughing because they're abusing the powers of the chat box, and yeah, they're I gotta like go like this. All right, so that being said, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thanks for all the support. As always, we will see you 2 times next week. Until then, take care of yourselves. And
Some deuces for y'all.
Night.
bye.